Moving on to the next one. Hopefully this person doesn't hop up in here again. Alright. So, moving on to the next one. And then we'll circle back around. Hopefully in a better place. And nasty ass weird bitches too. And I honestly, like, I think that there probably was a reason for me to move on from that reading. Like I said, they kept talking about bloody shit and dead bodies and people getting killed and that, and people, someone wanting to kill people close to them. So I just was not about that. I'm like, dude, chill the fuck, reel back, settle down, simmer down, lay down, calm down. You good? So, in this particular reading, the kind of feelings that I was getting was instant regret. Okay. And I think that somebody kind of went along with what their family wanted them to do. The mission that they thought they had, I guess, was normal. And that's kind of where I'm coming from with this reading, is normalcy. Is questioning normalcy, questioning the family home, questioning your lineage, questioning your background. Don't always trust your family, right? And I'm not saying that to make you distrust anyone that's close to you. I'm saying that because I was saying in a previous reading, not everyone has your best interest at heart. Not everyone feels the same as you do when you're loving those peoples, right? And when we talk about fortune, I don't talk about money. I talk about happiness. I talk about progression in life. I talk about having a solid foundation, solid stability, a solid paycheck that you're happy to get, right? You're in a job, in a position in your life where you're actually happy. You have a roof over your head, and it is something that you can share with other people and feel comfortable and free and loved. That's what I talk about when I say listen to spirit, right? Because a lot of you have settled for something that I don't think it could have ever been good for you. You know what I mean? They talk about you being over dramatic, right? And this particular collective, I think, is very, very, very self-critical. I pick up on self-criticism because I think it is a part of a kind of long line family curse where somebody goes after their dream, they go after their biggest goal, they go after one of their absolute favorite things to do, and because of they experience certain failures, possibly be triggered by the other people around them, it also starts a process in their head where anytime they go after a dream, anytime they go after something that they've always wanted to do, it destroys their self-esteem. And I think it has to first start in the family home. It has to first start with your parents, or how you grew up, right? It's dreaming a little bit too big is what parents like to describe it as. But I think that people who crush creativity, that's just it's way too common to hear the story of nobody ever believed in me, nobody ever thought I could do it, but look at me now, I'm doing it. That is to me, that is way too much of a common story. Okay, it's sad that people aren't being heard in connection to what their actual talents and what their actual skills, born with skills, are, right? And I think that it's very odd to me that some people also, like, some parents will try to manipulate or control what their child does. For example, like, I was watching these shows where they were talking shit about the moms who put their children into different pageants who put their daughters into certain pageants, who already kind of have this dictatorial, very like crushing personality. They try to crush their fucking children into a box, into a bubble. They try to make their child an adult before it's even really possible for them to even channel or go through those types of more perfect emotions. Like, I just think that it's crazy to me that that people try to crush people into that type of box. And that's why I wanted to say to this particular group of people that it's okay that at this current time, even no matter what age, doesn't matter whether you 40, whether you 14, whether you 18, whether you 24 with a motherfucking dream. It's okay at this time that you are not able to achieve it. It's okay that you don't have the means to achieve it. But what are you doing to maintain the dream? To keep yourself confident. Confident and comfortable. That's what they keep talking about. Yeah, people want to eat people's dreams. I keep picking that up too. I keep picking up specific shit like there's a person in your life, and now this feel like a family member to me. I'm gonna say it's more feminine, so it could be your mother, it could be a sister or sibling, it could be an auntie, right, or somebody, just a person who had raised you, right? There's somebody here who has like a very, very disrespectful female family member who likes to try to crush them and prepare them for life, even though it's like you've already been prepared. I feel like in certain aspects you've had to raise yourself, and so this person trying to crush you under like a microscope or crush you under their foot or something like that has never ever helped you grow or become a better person, a better mother, or a better better at anything, really, truthfully. Like, honestly, a better woman, a better man. Like, it's never done anything for you. And also, I think this correlates to the last reading as well in some types of ways. When I was trying to read on people's lineage, what I kind of felt too was that, like, y'all don't even know. You don't even know where you get majority of your ideals from, because it has nothing to do with your family. And it wasn't the fact that you strived so hard to become unlike your mother or unlike your father or unlike people in your family. It's simply the fact that you were gifted or given certain inklings before you actually genetically were able to process certain things. You were given individuality. You were given a sacred space. You were given intuition, intuitive power. That's what I feel. And I feel like because you were given intuitive power, you also have the power to call people out on their bullshit. They just keep talking about how you cross the line. They're like, you should never ever say that to me. Like, why would you do that? Why would you fight back against whoever this dominant, like I said, dominant females or overly dominating females? Like, why would you fight back? Like, you know, why would you sit there and badmouth me or bad talk me? It's such a weird, egotistical person that y'all be dealing with. And that's why I feel like it's connected to that last reading, and why I was so bothered, or why it was like kind of itching me. Why I couldn't read straight. For some reason, I just couldn't read straight. And I just felt that like overpowering saturation of like overtly masculine, feminine energy. Like, it was imbalanced. It was fucked up. And that's how I feel like the dynamic is right now with your belief in yourself, and why you struggle so hard to believe that you're capable of more. That when people say like less is more, they mean they're talking about the aspect of stop caring about the material, push yourself away from the material in order to care a little bit more about your family, or care a little more about something that you're creating, care a little more about something that you're artistically working on. And that's why I feel like this particular group of collective has a challenge moving ahead. They keep talking about how currently right now You're trying to replace your life with better memories than what you had as a child. They really focus on the childish aspect as well. Like, you try to replace your life with better memories, maybe with the same people or the same type of people or the same person, but it just doesn't work. Nothing you've ever done for these people has ever been good enough. Nothing you've ever done has ever been good enough for these people, and will never be good enough for these people. Yeah, so they talk about somebody like praying or trying to be like, someone's like trying to force themselves to go back into being intuitive because you might have lost it for a slight period of time because you were so emotionally distressed that you couldn't control what was going on in your mind. And so trying to use your intuition was just so frustrating and so scary that you shut down. And it's possible that somebody had tried to force you into that type of behavior as well by telling you what you was doing was like the devil's work, or it was negative, it was scary. That's the type of shit where, like I said about the dreams, right? Knowing that you are an intuitive person, knowing that you are a psychic person, knowing that you are a sensitive, knowing that you are somebody who has a gift out there. The fact that you don't use it is fucking crazy to me, right? It is crazy. It is insane. Okay? Because in order to gain any control over your life at all, you have to be 10 steps ahead of everyone. And right now, you 10 steps behind everyone. Not because you choose to be, but because I think that people's emotions and people's energy gets in your head. I think you get in your own head, of course. But anytime there's an opportunity, I feel like the flies just start coming in and landing on you. I just think negative energy, it's almost like attracted to this idea of your success. Specifically you. But because you have such strong energy spiritually, that's what they highlight. It's like, you need to also be able to just say no. You need to also be able to put your foot down. Yeah, they talk about like the illusion. There's tons and tons of illusions that kind of pass through your head, right? And I think one big one is that you can rekindle certain connections. That you can rekindle certain connections with people who have already basically played you a fool. And there's this also this thing they talk about with women hating you, or other women hating you. So if you're a man, it's women specifically hating your type of man. If you're a woman, it's just women hating on women. It is women that by design just absolutely detest other women, whether it's out of envy, jealousy, skill based, insecurity. I just feel like there's a thing going on here where there's this like trope for you where you've never ever been able to get along with women because of the overwhelming dissatisfaction that they have with everything that you do. They cannot be happy with anything that you do. Very specific. Yeah, I feel like someone's really mad too. Someone's really mad at you for not doing what they said, or mad at you for not choosing something different or choosing someone different. It's very possible that you have a partner right now. If not a partner, then you might have chosen to have children with somebody, and they're very, very, very offended by that fact. They're very offended by the fact that you chose something on your own for yourself. They're offended by the fact that you are choosing to live a life that they did not tell you to lead. There's also things about they want you to, I don't think it's like arranged marriage or anything like that, but what I will say is that somebody is trying to cross the line and boundaries of trying to get into your marriage or into your relations or into your like personal life. That's also very nasty of that. That's really disgusting. That's really disgusting of them, because I see someone like stalking online. If you were curious on whether someone was like looking around in your your Facebook, your Instagram, there's somebody looking around in your shit. There's somebody looking around in your shit. That's crazy to me. That's really creepy. That's really fucking weird. Like, that's really weird, dude. That's really weird. Someone trying to like make sure that you're in the location that you're actually saying you're going. Like stalking your shit. Like, if this person pays any of your phone bills, you gotta get that shit switched over. Like, I would not have any trust in this individual whatsoever. I wouldn't. Yeah, they talk about, I'm sick and tired. I don't want to be near this person. Like, get me away from this person. Like, this person has plagued my whole entire life. They have plagued my whole entire life and tried to tell me that I am wrong in every single facet or every single step I take. It's like I'm hit right in the motherfucking chest backwards. I'm always triggered back to a certain behavior. I'm always triggered back to a certain time. I'm never ever happy. I can never be happy. While you might have cut off one person, it's like another person will come in like a fucking conga line and try to hurt you in this exact same way. It's so specific too. I know it's so fucking specific in the behaviors that people be doing around you. Very, very specific. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so they also say that when certain people are thinking about you or thinking about hitting you up, instead of hitting you up, they just show up to your house or show up uninvited or show up to a certain location. It's like you see them out when you're out and you're confused on how that even happens in the first place. And they're saying that the person's stalking. They're saying that the person's following you. That's what Spirit be saying. The person is following you. That's what you have to understand. That they don't care about your boundaries, and it doesn't matter how many times you don't answer their calls. It doesn't matter how many times you don't text them. They will just show up in the area that you're in. They talk about Stockholm Syndrome really bad with y'all too. So they talk about someone is like making time for you, like even though you told them not to, and they're making time for you to come over or to do something with them. They keep talking about like going on a trip with them, even though you told them not to, or even though you told them you're not going to do something. Like, I'm not going on a trip with you. Like, you already fucked me over, you already fucked me up, or you already cheated on me. Why are you trying to enforce this onto me? Oh, we need to get married, or we need to do this, we need to do that, we should buy a house together. It's like this person's trying to rush you, though something just happened. Somebody could have just had like a death happen, or just had something serious happen, and somebody's trying to rush them, telling them how to just get the fuck over it. How about that? Now that's what I feel like this person is saying. Just get the fuck over it. Not talking about the emotions behind it at all. Just being really motherfucking cruel and nasty, dude. And dealing with some fucking low lives, dude. You know, I don't fuck with that shit. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit, y'all. That's some fucking crazy shit. I don't. That's something that I will never understand. I don't understand how people like this can get away with what they're doing. A lot of the time, I think that when these people are called out, yes, do they play the victim? Absolutely. But the fact is that you are uncomfortable with this person playing a certain role in your life. How are they still there? How are they still there? Let's see. Okay. So they talk about you falling on y'all falling on hard times, whether divorce was a factor, death was a factor, or maybe you like needed to stay with somebody. It's very possible. Some of y'all, it's like a matter of like running away from a more or worse horrible situation and running into the arms of like a stranger, or running into a situation with someone you dealt with in the past who ended up treating you the exact same way, like word by word, action by action, the exact same way. In fact, I feel like these are the same people. I feel like these are the same motherfucking people. Yeah, someone's being watched right now. I don't know, y'all. That's so uncomfortable. That's so nasty. It's so weird. I don't feel like uncomfortable as in I'm gonna skip this over. I just feel like this person is so foul. Also, the same type of person that like spreads rumors about you amongst the people that you care about the most. So calls up like a random ass family member, or calls up like a random ass friend of yours and tries to tell them about you. Be like, oh yeah, today she's being such a cunt, she's being such a bitch, or she did a really horrible thing today, she did a really bad thing to somebody today, or she hurt me, or she hit me, or like spreading just absolute motherfucking lies. It's insane. This person's like a professional victim. Death in the reverse. Swords now. Yeah, so a death is the thing that has you down. A death or an ending is the thing that has had you emotionally depressed and very emotionally drained. You haven't been able to get back on your feet because of this situation. You haven't. Like, you have not been able to get past this because there was an actual literal death, or something really, really traumatic happened. And there's not one person, I think, coming up to you and saying, are you okay? Are you good? Are you feeling better? Are you, doing well for yourself? I don't think there's one motherfucker that I see in these cards that is doing one thing correctly. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. Exactly. There's so many people here. Yeah, that's what they talk about. They said there's like 5 different people. Because I got 555 all in a row. 555. Legitimately 555. That's crazy. There's like 5 different people here involved who are all saying the same thing. It's the same narrative, but in order to spread misinformation to you about how you're mistreating, or how you're disrespectful, or how you're nasty, and how you're a professional victim, or how you need to be saved or something like that by God or something. Like, I don't know. I don't understand that type of negativity. I don't know how the fuck some of y'all do it. I don't know how the fuck some of y'all do it. You listen and you learn. That was the instant answer and the instant response I got. You listen and you learn. You learn to listen to your intuition. You learn to listen to when you're having all those fucking fire alarms going off in your head, in your chest, telling you, get the fuck away from these people. You get the fuck away from them. Okay. I feel like these people try to make your life just miserable. Queen of Cups in the uprights. Sadistic. Okay. They're talking more about like sadism, or someone's very sadistic. They enjoy to put you in pain, or watch you squirm, or watch you feel like the world is against you. They like to watch you backed against the corner like a wild animal. They like that. They enjoy that. Whoever this Libra or Pisces is, they like to watch you feel small and feel fucking. Oh, dude, I don't know, man. That's so nasty. Like, I keep getting chills too. I keep getting these little chills. They said Virgo as well. Virgo likes to watch you squirm in a corner. I don't know, man. The Emperor, the Empress, and the Lovers. Perfect relationship. Perfect person. Okay. So this is all in perception, right? Because I think they tell everybody too that their life is absolutely perfect. Like, they have a husband or a wife and they're so well off and they're so happy, or they have a boyfriend or girlfriend and they're so happy and this and that. But it's all a lie. Like, they're cheating or a lying manipulator, and they make their spouse's life a living hell as well. Or you're paying. It could also be a situation where you're paying for someone who had left them. So let me explain that. Let me unpack that real quick. You could be the child of two divorced people. Two people who are not together anymore. And because you are half that other person's genetics, they're going to punish you for that. Because you're half the genetics of the person that they hate the most, or who left them, or who wronged them the most. They hate you for that. They genuinely hate you for that. Tell me more. It's only going to get progressively worse. Okay? If you continue to commune with these people, it's only going to get progressively worse. They will use anything against you. They will use old drama about money against you. They will use old behaviors that you used to basically be, like, I would say you used to basically be a little bit of a rebel. Okay? I think you acted out when you was young. I don't think that this was a response to, like, I don't think you were going out and doing bad on purpose. I just think that you had no other option or choice but to do the things that you were doing for survival. And in this case, you could have also had a dependent, because they talk about Six of Cups, which is a child. They talk about a child or some type of responsibility. Maybe your responsibility was to go through school, to go through college, to go through work. You know, get to that top paying job. The five of Pentacles, you had to do this shit all by yourself. There was no support from these people. You couldn't sleep until you got exactly what you needed. While these people slept like motherfucking babies. They slept like babies. They were able to do they could keep up with their drama. They can keep up with their lives. They could live off of, everybody else. Not take responsibility at all for their actions at all. Such sick people. They're very, very sick people. They said Aquarius in reverse. They said Leo in reverse. Egotistical giants. Yeah, they said fuck your problems. Doesn't mean anything to me. Okay. So, those of you that are dealing with a situation where you feel like you've wasted time on these people, on these connections, that it was a mistake for you to even bother on these connections, let me tell you something. You're overwhelmed. Okay, you're not. I wouldn't say like you're trying to hurt yourself by dealing with these people. I think you're trying to save yourself the pain of mourning these people if they fully had left your life. even though they're making your life a living hell. Do you understand? Like, I think you're trying to save yourself the process of mourning by keeping yourself somewhat involved, but from like a far away position, even though this far away position is the exact same thing as, you know, being entirely involved, because they're still going to treat you like shit like they did before. They still continue to drag you into drama even though it has nothing to do with you. So nasty. I see that there's a plan to move. They said 3 of Pentacles. A plan to move or get some money together, get some finances together. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so you getting your finances together. You're trying to bring back normalcy, a consistent lifestyle or a consistent home. You wish that the people around you were more understanding. You wish that you could have one of them try to explain to you why they feel so hateful towards you. Yeah. This could be a situation about a masculine. Maybe there's a masculine that ghosted you or walked away from you when you were younger, or someone you were married to, someone you had been with for a long extended period of time. Maybe they're talking about somebody who was supposed to be there as well. So they're saying, like, why did this person ghost me? Or why did this person next me? Why did they leave me alone? Why did they leave me alone? Why was that their way of dealing and doing things? Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the King of Wands and 5 of Cups. They made me feel very alone. They made me question, you know, they made me question myself. They made my struggles a lot worse because they chose to ghost me or leave me in a time of my life where I needed somebody. And they left me. Let's see. There's more to that situation as well. There's way more to that situation. Way more to that situation than what you know. Now, was this person cowardice and did they walk away? Absolutely, right? But there's also other cases where I think this person was manipulated by people around them. They listen so much to the people around them. I just see this like tight-knit little group of people, right? And they listened so much to what these people were saying that even though it was all lies and there was no proof, they genuinely started to believe in it. Because I feel like it became like a daily thing to trash talk you or to make you out to be some type of bad guy. But this male should have trusted you. This masculine should have trusted you. They should have followed through with trusting you. They shouldn't have rejected you or walked away from you or made you feel any less than human because of your situation. They shouldn't have done that. No, so if you were thinking that you had done something wrong or you continue to feel like outcasted, don't feel outcasted. There was nothing that you had done wrong in this situation. Absolutely nothing. He is the wrong one. So stop trying to make this about, you know, oh, well, he's probably just punishing me because I was petty. He's punishing me because I called him out. He's punishing me. No, you didn't do anything wrong. Nor do I believe this is just a case of punishing. I think this person walked away because, one, people were talking shit about you. People were all around this person were talking shit. But also because he chose to leave. Even if the connection was good, he chose to leave. He chose to walk out on a situation that could have been. It could have been happy. That's what I'm reading. It could have been happy. It could have been big. It could have been a larger family. You could have had a larger family. That's what they talk about. Could have had a family with them or a larger family. You were so gentle with them. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like, okay, so you might be a person who's usually abrasive, who's sometimes loud, sometimes can't control their anger or their temper. You might be somebody who definitely can come off cold to others. But I think you were very sweet and thoughtful and kind to this individual. Like, that's what I will say. Maybe this is your first conversation with them in a long time, some of y'all, and it's like you were very gentle with this individual. Trying to ask them, I think, a bunch of who, what, when, where, why, hows, but still very gentle. And yet this person, they still chose to talk shit and hide shit from you when the time was so, like, you really needed them. Like, you seriously needed them. Like, time was, like, very impertinent to the situation. A lot of y'all dealing with such fucked up shit. I'm not gonna be going on about this much more, just because I can see you guys being, like, very focused and enveloped in the negativity of it all. And I don't want you to feel like this is your only option, your only choice is to sit through all of this, because that's not true neither. So I'm going to pick up my cards real quick, and I'm going to shuffle through and see what else they're going to say. Because I know that there's a move happening, or there's some sort of, like, money you're scrounging up in order to get out of this bad situation. They talk about living in a house in the hills, or living in a apartment that is far off from where you're at right now. Really far off. Another state, another country. Some of y'all, it's another country. Because they talk about another climate. Yeah. Someone really fears you moving away, because they know for a fact that you're never going to talk to them. They know for a fact that you will never talk to them again. They know it. They are sure of that. They're completely sure of that. It feels like there's somebody who... Okay. There's somebody who every single time that you're struggling, I think they reach out to see if you're good. Like, I want to say there's at least one person in your life who you can trust. This might be a friend. I'm going to say it's a friend just because this person looks very... I would say you don't know them well enough to be, like, super chummy, super close. But it's looking like to me that this person has always been some sort of a Superman for you in some types of way. Even when you really didn't need them and didn't need their help. Even when this person could possibly even disappoint you. I think there's many times where you didn't trust this person. And that's what's kind of fucked up about the situation, is that this was the one motherfucker that you could have trusted, and I feel like you didn't follow through on that. I feel like you didn't follow through on trusting him. You were just far too scared. So, while you could have maybe avoided a bad situation by trusting this individual, I think that you kind of needed the eye-opening experiences with these other family members or with these other people in your life in order to be certain or, like, follow through on something. Because they're really pounding into this reading that you are such a stubborn ass bitch. You're so stubborn. You're such a character. You're such a, like, very, very stubborn character. So hard for you to trust. So hard. And trust me when I say a lot of the people in your life made it this way on purpose. The Devil in the upright, Nine of Wands. So they talk about Capricorn, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You didn't take it. You didn't take the money, or you didn't take some type of help someone was offering. You didn't take it. Why didn't you take it? Why didn't you take it? The Four of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Pentacles. This person didn't have the means, possibly. Or Maybe it's not that they didn't have the means. Maybe it's the fact that they still, you couldn't really formulate a personal connection with this person because you didn't know them well enough, and so it made you second guess their character. It wasn't even anything against them. It wasn't like you were trying to disrespect this person. I legitimately believe that this person didn't give you any further reason on why you should trust them. It's like, what's in it for you then? Like, if you're talking to me, right, and trying to tell me that you're going to help me, what are you getting out of it? Like, what do you want from me, right? What do you want from me? That's what I keep picking up on. What do you want from me then? Ace of Cups, love, a new adventure, temperance in the upright. They want to see you balanced. They want to be your partner or your man or they want to be a part of your family again. They want to be a part of your trusted, like, you might have like 1 or 2 or 3 people in your life that you actually trust. They wanted to be one of your trusted people. They wanted to be one of your trusted people. The Emperor in reverse and the 10 of Cups in the upright. They wanted to be a part of a family again. Your family again, specifically. They wanted to be a part of it so that they can be the ruler of the household, because they talk about hermit, so dictator or ruler of the household, or the breadwinner of your household. Very specific. Very specific. Could be a Libra male. Queen of Wands and the 9 of Cups in the upright. But some female. Okay, there's also some female that was possibly trying to cause problems between you and this person. Or maybe you didn't know about this female and you figured out about this female and instead you chose to not even engage with the situation. There's some female in the background. It's possible that several of the females actually came forward, or you were guessing that this person was talking to people behind your back, and they absolutely were. It's like, how am I supposed to how are my kids supposed to trust you? How am I supposed to trust you? Like, you show me no actual growth. Nothing from you is something that I can trust. Like, all you're trying to do is shove shit down my throat and telling me to accept it. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help me. Talk about Gemini here, the Lover's card. Oh, you played detective on a couple of situations, on a couple of people. They talk about catfishing too. Maybe this person got catfished. Or maybe you catfished this person. Something about detective work though. Trying to look at the Facebook or Instagram, trying to see, is this person really who they say they are? Because I just don't believe it. Scorpio in reverse, the Sun in reverse. You were right to do that. You were right to do that. I think this person has a very deep, extensive past with cheating and lying and manipulation. They don't tell you these things, even though they try to say like, oh no, you're the woman I trust the most, or you're the man I trust the most in my life. They don't trust you with that type of information, right? They don't trust you with the type of information where they're telling you, oh, like, I am a fucking horrible cheater, right? A very impulsive cheater. I'm an emotional cheater. They just keep saying like, you know, I want you to love me. I want you to trust me. I want you to see me. I want you to grow with me. You know, I love your sense of individuality. I think we can be really good together. This person is just trying to take advantage. They're trying to take advantage, especially because you had a falling out with your family or with their family members. So of course they want to pick you up and scrape you up and fix you. Try to fix you into the woman that they want you to be, or the man that they want you to be. Such nasty people today, y'all. Nasty ass bitches. Nasty ass bitches. Tell me what good is coming for this collective. Tell me the good things coming for this collective. Again, emotional balance, stability, protection, judgment, the hangman and the upright. All your ops going stagnant or going silent on you. All your ops going stagnant or silent because there's something that happens, I think, whether you block them, change the number, or change something about yourself, or maybe you just move without telling anybody. Whatever it is, it's very, very... It's going to be like for life. Okay, whatever this decision is, it's going to be for life. It's really big life mode. So you might be moving, or you might be cutting somebody off for life. Choosing to forget them and leave them behind in the position of when you were scared of them, or petrified of them, or petrified of disappointing them, or feeling like they were going to come after you. Magician in reverse, the Lovers in the upright. If you're curious about spiritual attacks, there is some type of situation, like I wouldn't say somebody's, well, they would have to be intentionally doing that, I guess, but I wouldn't say somebody's doing like a specific type of magic on you. I would say they're trying to manipulate you using intention. So they might be trying to manifest you, or they might be a sexual deviant where they're like touching themselves while thinking of you, or they're like looking back at old pictures or whatever. I would say that the reason why this person is so infatuated with you is because you're a motherly or fatherly figure. You're something that they never had. And so as a response, they try to manifest you. So creepy, dude. Oh my god. Creepy ass people, dude. The Tower in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Moon in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. What a fucking pile of shit. What a pile of shit. Okay, so like I said, the best thing coming out of these situations is, for one, I do see something to do with higher income or pay raise. Okay, higher income or pay raise. So you might be getting paid more per hour. You might be getting paid more for your services. There's some sort of an upgrade. Maybe there's something you add into the schedule as far as work goes, where you can get a little extra bag going, and that works in your favor. Now, if you're trying to move, there is this aspect of, well, I need to cut off, and I need to tie up the ties and whatever. Like, I need to cut off family ties. I need to cut off everyone. You know, I need to tell people about themselves and cut them off. And that's something that I feel like you're going to be probably even doing up to this week. This week, you could be preparing yourself to cut certain people off. Honestly, by the end of August, I would say you have already accomplished your mission. Okay, those of you who are especially trying to just move away from the situation entirely, okay? They're really focusing on you being able to freely express yourself, and having the people that you love also being able to express themselves without worrying that someone's going to shoot them down, or some masculine is going to shoot them down, or some family members are going to shoot them down. Okay? You're very caring about other people. That's what I see. You're very caring towards other people, especially those you love. You're a ride or die. You'll fight for them. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. You do not give a fuck. Let's see, what is their suggestion? Okay. Okay. So, okay. So, I saw a couple of things about someone venturing out into a new environment work-wise. And I want to say that if this job involves you possibly doing a little bit more physical activity, now I wouldn't say it's like a, you know, you're not gonna be no motherfucking gymnast, okay? But it might be something to do with like helping. For some reason, I got this in my head: helping older people walk, or like a little walking group or something like that. Like you're a nurse that does walking groups, or you're somebody who does like yoga for old people. It's like something to do with calming the nerves and stress relief when it comes to old folks, old people. That's gonna get you the bag that you need to move on. They just keep talking about helping older people walk, or people with cancer or something like that. Someone who is definitely less than fortunate, who can't handle certain surgeries, they can't eat certain foods. It's very particular. Now, you could also be taking care of a parent or a grandparent too, but they specifically talk about you getting the bag, like you getting your motherfucking bag on, like you in full North Node mode. And what that means basically is you're following your destiny. You're following the things that you're meant to be doing right now, and you're actually finding success in them because you're believing fully and entirely in it. Okay, so they're talking about getting money from that scenario or situation, being able to return to normalcy, normal life, gaining the respect of many elderly folks or older people older and younger than you. So gaining respect from this scenario or situation. You're very wise beyond your years. You're very wise. I don't think so what you're used to is a certain type of like messiness between you and women specifically, right? But I feel like you're about to meet a solid group of friends, or a friendship with one woman. Okay? Very specific though. And this one woman is going to help you see through I don't know if it's a divorce or some signing of paperwork or court ordered something. This woman's going to help you through this. Could be something court ordered. They talk about an eviction notice as well. If you're afraid of eviction, you're not going to get evicted. You're embarrassed to say this to or I think you're embarrassed to say this to the people that can help you, even though I see somebody trying to help you when you're trying to just say, well, I want to do this by myself. You know, I'm more self-focused. I'm more of an individual. You know, you got to understand this about me. I am just more of an individual in general. I need to say this to this person myself. I need to kick this person out myself. Or I need to get an apartment by myself or a house by myself before I live with you. That's what they're talking about. Like, if I can live by myself, then I'll know whether I can live with anybody else type shit. It's like I just keep seeing this whole, you know, I've tried it before. I don't want to try it again. I'm not ready for it yet. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to heal because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. But I'm trying to make this shit work for my family. For my love. And talk about other thing. Stay excited because you almost free. Stay excited because you almost free. You are about to leave your situation entirely and wholly. Every person that had been stressing you out and fucking with you, sticking their tongue out in your face and, you know, whatever, trying to tease you, taunt you, force you to respond to them, basically. You're able to just freely run away or walk away from the situation. The full and upright. Without a motherfucking care in the world. They aren't going to follow you neither. Like, that's not something I see happening. I think truthfully, they only care because they only cared about the things that you were doing and only made the things that you were doing dramatic because you were present. Like, that's really it. Like, they just wanted to trigger you. Even it's even possible that they wanted to get you away, and they got their wish. I'm just saying, they got their wish. You're completely free. That's what I'm seeing in the near future. Someone, yeah. They were afraid that this was going to happen. They still blame you. They still blame you for everything that happened. There's a Taurus. They still blame you. You move away entirely, and this person is sitting here contemplating on y'all's relationship, contemplating on why you had taken control of your own life, why you wouldn't allow them to take control of your life, why you wouldn't allow them to play that role in your life as a man or as a woman. You just didn't trust them. You couldn't, and that's fine. That's total. You got to realize that it's okay, right? You don't have to. You gotta stop questioning your choices. It's okay if you cut somebody off. It's okay if you do that, especially when they're disrespecting you, especially when they're stalking, especially when they keep trying to return and fuck with your mind. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, it's childish, should have just had a conversation. There is no conversation to be had here. It's all messy, it's all gross, it's all disgusting. No matter what, it's gonna be nasty, messy, gross, and disgusting. That's it. That's all it's gonna be. Okay? They talk about someone getting like online fame, or maybe there's something to do with like online tutorials. So I don't know if you're doing like online cleaning tutorials or online tutorials to try to do something spiritually. Whatever it is going to become incredibly successful, and that's another way that you can get some bag. There's something to do with like tutorials or something you're filming and trying to show someone how to do. It might be just an idea that kind of pops up in your head and you're like, I might post this to YouTube, or I might post this to TikTok. It's going to blow up. It's going to blow up, or that type of content will blow up. We'll do one more. I'm curious, because this was pretty mellow. And then the last read, I'll get to that. What? Sorry, y'all. It's about to rain, and so when the pressure starts coming in, I start getting a little bit of a migraine, and it starts making me yawn. I can feel that shit right on my back. Maybe that's why all that energy was so nasty and dark. Let's see. Okay, so So the next person that you're romantically going to be infatuated with is going to have a little bit of money. Now, I don't think that this person is going to be like incredibly well off, but I do think that not only is this person going to be very, very kind, because I don't see any like playerisms or anything. I don't see someone who's playing with you or has any intention of playing. It doesn't look like they're looking for a husband or a wife. Very financially satisfied, though. I would say like they're happy with what they have, even if what they have isn't that much. They're happy with what they have, and they can absolutely make it work for our family system. And I know they said it's way too early. They said it's way too early to say whether this person is right for you at this current stage of your mental health. But they are saying that there is some sort of a higher power at play. Maybe someone was like looking for a companion or praying for a companion right now. But they said that there is some sort of higher power at play trying to get you involved with romance. They really do want to see you find someone you're happy with, who can validate you, make you feel good, make you feel safe, make you feel affectionate. They want to bring that back out in you. Because when you are that passionate and that feeling that loved, feeling that connected to somebody, You are a completely different person. Yeah, they're bringing something to you. They're bringing a relationship to you. You always get tempted by the idiots. You know, I don't think it's like a matter of you think you could do better. I think, honestly, you think you're doing the best that you can do in your current mindset. Because you look down on yourself. You treat yourself like shit now. You let someone come in and tread on your confidence. Yeah, this was a lot more tame than I thought it would be. But just like the title says, you absolutely deserve better. And that's exactly why you're leaving this shit. You're leaving this shit behind. You're blowing this shit right out the water. Those of you who are literally moving, good on you. Good on you. This shit is all toxic. It's all gross. It's all despicable. It's all disgusting. This very group has like almost like it's like a curse, right? Or a haunting. It's like a fucking curse or a haunting. It's like you're constantly being haunted by these fucking chatterboxes in the back. Bitches who just won't stop talking about you. It's like, even when you're in no contact position, somehow shit just gets conjured up out of nowhere. Information about you, about your name, about your children. It's like suddenly everyone starts talking about you and tries to conjure that type of nasty ass behavior back up. They're disrespectful as fuck. Not worth engaging with. That's what they said. Don't engage with it. Don't answer the phone calls. Don't even do none of that. Just get the fuck out of there. And they're talking about new romance coming in for you. New opportunities with really feeling loved, really feeling accepted. New opportunities with finances. Like I said, they looking to give you a raise in an environment where you're going to be taking care of people. You're going to be physically taking care of people. And you're going to feel happy while doing it. Maybe it's like teaching old people to dance or whatever. You know how nurses will get up and like start doing a cha-cha slide with the old folk? That's what I feel like. Alright, y'all. I'm going to take a break. Maybe do a little return to center because of that first one I tried to do. Just because, like I said, I knew someone was doing a little something weird. Trying to do something darker. It's not fucking with it. People is nasty. Let me do a little Bailey. Yeah, I'm just not gonna fuck with people trying to come in and make it about there like that. It's whoever that fucking Pisces was, they need to really side off, because that shit gets annoying. It's like, you know, when I'm doing my paid reads, they can't get in on that because that's an exchange. When I'm usually when I'm doing my free readings as well, usually they can't get in on that because they'd have to actually show up and chat. They'd have to ask. But during collectives, this is why collectives are so difficult and hard. It's not because y'all make it hard. It's because people like to fuck with the energy and try to do certain things on purpose. They try to fuck with the energy in order to make the reading hard to understand, or to make the reading about them. And no matter how much I try to avoid, they try to push that in there still. And like, you know, whether they're doing candle magic or candle work, or they're trying to do stuff on me, that just gets obnoxious and annoying. I would have continued on with the reading earlier if I wasn't so distracted by it. Because it's just like when a fucking mosquito keeps biting you, right? It's like, okay, when are you going to fucking slap the mosquito instead of letting it bite you? And sometimes it's best to just leave that energy where it's at. And they couldn't control this one neither. So that's because there was nothing better about that energy. They didn't deserve shit. Alright, y'all. I want y'all to have a good day. rest, or good rest of your afternoon. And I'm gonna get on later tonight and probably finish. Like I said, I'm gonna restart that last reading. I'm gonna come in clutch. I'll probably do, like I said, do a couple return to senders, and maybe prevent people from commenting on it. Just have people listen. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you took away from this video what you needed. Same with the other video that I did this morning. I was just trying to see if they were still up in this bitch to see. Stalking ass weirdo. Hiding in the background. They are still back there, but they're not saying nothing. They can't control this read because they know for sure, for a fact, that that title ain't about their ass. Alright. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all later.